Hello, my friends, and welcome to Where Wendy Travels, Where Wendy Creates. Today I wanted to talk about traveling and making your trip worry-free and stress-free. No worries, no stress, no anything. So there's lots of things to think about when you're traveling, especially when you're flying. So let's talk about flying first. There are there are limitations on your carry-on luggage. Your liquids must be 3.4 ounces or smaller. They have to fit in a quart-size bag and only one quart-size bag per person. So, Wendy, how do I remember that? Well, there is the TSA, which is the Airplane Travel Security Administration, Transportation Security Administration, something like that. The TSA is the guru for all of this. So they have the 311 rule. 311. The 311 rule means 3.4 ounces or less, 1 quart size bag, clear, see-through, that you put all of your liquids, your creams, your aerosols inside of. All aerosols, all creams must be inside of, and even your toothpaste. It can't be in a 4-ounce tube. It has to be in a 3.4 ounce or smaller, no matter what the amount left in it, because TSA rules and regulations mean that the packaging must be 3.4 ounces or less, and then one bag per person, 311. So that's a great way to remember that. So you may want to look for travel size, or if you're saving money, instead of looking for travel size containers, you may want to just pick up the travel size bottles of your antiperspirant, your shampoos, your conditioners, your hand lotions, your chapsticks, your liquid foundation, your creamy toothpaste, whatever you have that's cream, liquid, or aerosol. Sometimes on the aerosol, I might bring the aerosol deodorant in the very small size for traveling. I might also have an aerosol spray that I can put on my table for cleaning. I can spray the headrest on my chair before I sit down in it. If I go to an ATM machine, I'm spraying that down or wiping that down. Also might want to consider wet wipes. Just something to make yourself happy, feel clean, feel fresh. That is great. Also, some people travel with bug spray. The bug spray is okay if it's just bug spray and it's in the 3.4 ounce or less and fits inside of your one clear quart size bag. Usually you can fit 6 to 8 different products in a quart size bag that's 3.4 or less. Some of the travel essentials. Make sure you bring the earphones. It's nice to be able to drown out the sounds maybe of the child or the coughing or other conversations. You might want to just zone into yourself, be comfortable, be happy, bring your earphones. You can turn them on white noise, or you can watch a movie. Also, a lot of the airplanes now, instead of going with the television set where you can watch the movies, they're asking you to watch them on your own devices, whether it's the Kindle, the iPad, the iPhone, the telephone, whatever you have. A lot of planes now are going to your own devices, so you can plug them up, charge them in air. You can watch free of charge while you're only on that airline's entertainment website. So that is both good and bad. I think overall it's very nice. Also, you want to make sure you have your cell phone. Make sure you have your camera. You're going crazy. You're getting ready to take off. Don't leave your phone behind. Your phone has a lot of your important documents, and it is your camera nowadays. And do we need a separate camera? Only you can determine that. But if you are a year out, 6 months out from your vacation, you may want to consider upgrading your phone. Because if your phone is also your camera, how much data do you have to hold those photos? How good is the camera on your phone? Might want to consider an upgrade just for using that camera on that phone, because today's phones, if you're getting the normal size or the cream of the crop cell phones nowadays, they have all that technology there, and it's really, really great. It's better than my big camera for some things. So you may want to consider that. Important documents, itinerary. If your train tickets for Europe are printed out, please, please, please don't forget to bring them with your passports. You need your reservation numbers, you need your ticket times. You don't want to forget about what you have going on, so also put it in your phone with a reminder on the calendar, and set up those 1 and 2 reminders to remind you that, oh my goodness, the train trip isn't tomorrow, it's today, because somewhere I lost today having so much fun. It can happen. Phone adapters. If you're traveling out of country, Canada and Mexico usually uses our same plugins, but it's slightly off in the amps that go through. We're 110. I think Mexico is an uneven number of like 127, something close, but still a little bit different. So any of your real detailed items, you might want to consider an adapter for there as well. And definitely going to Europe, Asia, any other country, you want a good adapter, maybe one for your backpack that's really lightweight, and then if you're checking the other luggage, get a true adapter that has multiple USB ports and multiple plugins. I like to have 2 of these ideally, one for in the bathroom and one for between the beds. So that's an idea to have. A jacket or a blanket. If you're traveling, that plane could be cold and you don't want to be uncomfortable, so bring a jacket, bring a sweater, bring a blanket, just one that's comfortable, that you don't mind holding on to, that you don't mind having in your carry-on luggage. It just reassures more comfort should you need to. You've got the little dial up there where you can turn on your own fan, off your own fan. Some people just are cooler than others, so just a consideration. Cash for tips. If you're going to Europe, you need coinage, and you're probably not going to be able to get coins from your bank. You can get foreign currency from the main branch of pretty much any bank out there nowadays. Just go in there, request it. It takes 3 to 10 days for them to receive your currency, so make sure you're doing this a couple of weeks ahead. But I've never found a currency exchange that can give me euro coins, the little metal coins. And you're going to want these coins because their smallest denomination of paper money is 5 euros, which is something like, $5.70 US, something like that. Don't ask me on the currency exchange. You can look that up at any time. It'll be updated constantly on the internet. But you want coinage. So as soon as you get in country, usually even in the airport, walk into somewhere with a 20, with a 50 euro and ask them for small change. So just buy a newspaper, buy a book, buy a piece of gum, buy one small lightweight souvenir at that time so you can get those coinage. You are going to run into situations in Europe where different parts of Europe, different countries in Europe, where they actually charge you to go to the restroom. Okay, big blank out, listen, ladies, especially people like me, not the younger people who are more accustomed to this, but for me, it was a shocker that sometimes men and women go into the same restroom, men go one way, women go the other way. We've also been to where both men and women line up in the same line, they go to the same bathrooms, the same exact stall a man comes out of, a woman can go into, and vice versa, and they're chopped off at the knees, they're chopped off at the chest. So just some of those things that you might have to consider when traveling out of country. Okay, I also, when I travel, I want my deodorant with me. I want lip balm with me. I want hand sanitizers. Now I'm usually going with the wet wipes instead of the hand sanitizers, whichever you're comfortable with. Toothbrush and toothpaste. If you're flying first class or business class and you're flying overnight, they usually give you this nice little kit that has the eye mask in it, has a toothbrush that's wooden about this big, has a toothpaste that's a one-time use about this big. believe it or not, if you go through Heathrow Customs somewhere else on another trip, that little toothpaste will hold you up. Even if you don't want to use any of that stuff, break that seal, take the cream out, the liquid out, which is just that tiny little toothpaste of a fraction of anything, and put it in your clear bag or use it. It's a one-time use. It's fine to use. It's good toothpaste. Okay. You also want to bring an empty water bottle. So if you have a favorite water bottle, bring it with you. It's nice if you have a clip on it. You can clip it onto your belt if you're doing some hiking, some traveling, some walking. Otherwise, I like to hydrate constantly. I highly recommend you do too. If you hydrate a lot, it will make your trip much, much happier. So get any kind of a water bottle. Drink it before you go through security. If it's completely empty, you can take it through security with you, or simply buy one on the other side. The water in the airports, generally speaking, is good, clean water, and it's a whole lot better, my friends, a whole lot better than being dehydrated, having that headache, and having that jet lag and not feeling good for a day or two. So please, please, please hydrate. Bring a water bottle with you. Also, if you wear contact lenses, glasses, anything like that, there's these little cleaning wipes, cleaning cloth. It's great to bring with you. If you're bringing the liquid cleaner for your eyes, that has to go into the 1 quart bag and be 3.4 ounces or less. First aid kit. If you put a Band-Aid in your wallet, it takes up no room. So put a Band-Aid in your passport folder, in your wallet, in your purse. Have a Band-Aid. You don't know when you're going to scratch yourself, break a nail, be uncomfortable. A Band-Aid is nice. Also, you may want to consider traveling with, and we often do, either ibuprofen or acetaminophen, or both. You know, they work for 2 different purposes. Some of them work for both, depending upon what your situation is. May also want to consider something like Pepto-Bismol, Tums, some kind of stomach, anti-diarrhea. When you're traveling, things happen. If you're not hydrated, if you're eating salad that is not the freshest, the purest, just bring something with you. You may save being uncomfortable for an hour, 3 hours before you get to a drugstore. And like my husband always tells me, when you're traveling, Wendy, you are not traveling to the end of the earth. 1 or 2 of something will hold you over to where you can get to a pharmacy. But, my friends, when I'm feeling bad, I want immediate help. I don't want to suffer. So bringing something like that really could make you feel a little bit better. Prescription medications. Please bring your prescription medications in their original bottles. I know it's a hassle. We all put them into the daily bottles. But the worst thing you want is putting them into those bottles, they opening up in your backpack, they opening up in your suitcase getting dumped out, you losing some of those prescriptions, or God forbid, you're stopped at security, and because of that teeny tiny little toothpaste, they're going through all of your bags, and you happen to have these little white pills at the bottom of your backpack. Well, my friends, then they're going to swab it, then they're going to call over a supervisor, they're going to have a supervisor do the swab, and you don't need the hassle of 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours getting through security. You want your trip to be hassle-free, stress-free. Just keep them in their original bottles. That way no one is ever asking you, what is that pill, and confiscating it from you or holding you in security until test after test after test, swab after swab after swab is gone through, because, well, they can do stuff like that if you're not cooperating or if you have a strange substance, and you don't want to be brought over to some holding room and have to wait there for 3 hours for a supervisor who's coming in late or with someone else. Just original prescription bottles, and the original prescription bottles have to be within 1 year of your return trip. Security is security. I don't care what country you're in. I don't care if you're in the United States. I don't care where you are. Even if you're coming back home into the United States, oh yes, my friends, they can hold you up just the same as you're in any other country. So please, just original bottles for your prescriptions. Also, if you're traveling with, what are they called, CPAPs or oxygen, different things like that, let them know ahead of time. Don't have anything in your backpack Just ask them ahead of time. Let them know what they're going to see if there's some big question. And again, no liquids, no creams, no sprays in your bag. They have to be taken out in one clear size, quart size bag and put in the tray. And if you and your husband are sharing the same tray, do not do it. You have a tray, he has a tray, child has a tray. Each of you have a tray, each of you can have a separate 1 quart bag. If you have 2 trays, you can only still have 1 quart size bag. You cannot have 2. So, just things to think about. Hairbrush. I went away on vacation probably more than once at this point without my hairbrush. Well, that is a true bummer. So, you don't want to have to go shopping as soon as you get to your destination or en route to your destination. So don't forget your hairbrush. I have 1 in each bathroom. I have 1 in each piece of luggage, just so I don't forget again. So yes, something to keep in thought. Some people carry a sewing kit. You can get a sewing kit with a needle and some thread already done on this nice little sheet and just put it in your wallet. You never know it's there, it's just always there. But you can also carry a safety pin, because most tears, most rips, most accidents, if you have a safety pin, that's going to fix it to where you can get somewhere where you can fix it or change clothes. So safety pins are great for that. Sleepwear. Yeah, we probably all forgotten our sleepwear. So that's one thing. You're thinking, okay, I need how many pants, how many shirts, how many socks, how many underwears, how many this, how many that. Sleepwear, swimwear. I might want to get in the pool. I might be going somewhere where the water is great. A lot of cruise ships have swimming pools. They have jacuzzis. Maybe I want to get in it. Maybe I don't. But if you don't have your swimwear with you, it's going to be an expensive decision to get in that body of water, or you're going to miss out. So sleepwear, swimwear. I like to have a laundry bag. A lot of places you go now, Wendy, you don't need a laundry bag. All the hotels have them. Yeah, they do. So you can use those. But if you're going on a multi-day trip, it's just really handy to have your own laundry bag. If things are dirty and I'm car traveling, I put them in the car so I'm not carrying that extra weight in and out of the next hotel. On a cruise ship, you can put them all wherever you put them in one place, but a laundry bag is nice. Just a thought. Razors. Ladies, we might want to shave something. Men, we might want to groom ourselves. So consider that. Gum. I like gum, mints, hard candies, cough drops. Just anything that you're happy with, you're comfortable with, will give you a fresh feeling, a new feeling. Maybe eating, drinking, sucking on something on an airplane makes the time go from all day long, all night long, down to a shorter period of time because you're happy. You're not worrying about that time going through. Eye mask, as I said, is also a nice consideration. Jewelry and prescriptions must be in your carry-on. You do not want to have expensive jewelry separated from you and put under the belly of the plane, left somewhere. It's just peace of mind. Have it in your carry-on. That way you're not thinking about it, you're not worrying about it. And prescriptions, please, please, please put them in your carry-on. Do not pack the prescriptions. If that luggage gets delayed coming to you, you don't want to be without your meds and end up having a headache, bellyache, whatever happens for not having your meds for 24, 48 hours. So keep those with you. Now, my friends, Where Wendy Travels, Where Wendy Creates, hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. I would love to see that. And please, 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 the more you know, the more likely your trip will be worry-free and hassle-free. And that's what we're looking for, isn't it? Have a great day, my friends. Thank you. Bye.